Whether you're planning on purchasing a tax deed property before a tax deed auction, or if you assist property owners with claiming the surplus money after the tax deed auction, you need to know if there are any liens on the property that could affect you. Each of our websites has an area where you can access a page on each of the counties that supplies you with the links that you need. What you're looking at is Florida Tax Auction, and this is for the pre-auction tax deed records for those who either want to contact the owners and buy ahead of time before the auction, or maybe they want to participate in the auction, so you want to check out the properties first. Tax Auction Surplus is our surplus website where we supply you with daily surplus records, and surplusdatabase.com is basically the same thing. We supply you with the daily surplus records, but we also give you a business website and an online database to organize your records and help you facilitate the process of performing your asset recovery duties. And then we also have floridaoverbids.com, which gives you all of the client forms, the claim forms, of a surplus tax deed course that you can go through, and you can ask questions on each of the counties, and you get a membership to Florida Overbids for free if you join either Tax Auction Surplus or Surplus Database. Now, if you are on Florida Tax Auction, which is the pre-auction tax deed records, you would go to My Account and click on County Pages. And this gives you a link to each of the counties in Florida. And I'll just open up Charlotte here to show you. And here is a link to each of the items that you would need. Plus there is statistics and a lot of other information on each of the county pages. On Tax Auction Surplus, you would go to My Account and then choose either the basic or the extended and pro level items, depending on what membership level you are on. And then you would just scroll down to the last link, County Websites and Links. And what that does is bring you over to floridaoverbids.com, where you have a link to each of the counties. Because like I said, if you are a client on Tax Auction Surplus, you do get a free membership on Florida Overbids. And then you'll have a link to each of the counties where they have all of the links to the county pages that you need. Plus again, there is more information on each of the pages. And if you are a member on Surplus Database, you would go to My Account and then go to Florida Records and County Websites right here. And again, you have to make sure you are logged into your Florida Overbids free account, because each of these links go to Florida Overbids and opens up the correct county that you want. And that is how you would access the county information pages from each of our websites. Counties do change their links a lot of times, so anytime you encounter one of these that is not working, you can submit this form to us and we can get the correct link for you. The first thing we want to do is locate the property information report so that we can download it. So I'm going to open up Alachua County's page, and you want to go to Tax Deed Documents. And you want to search by case number. And if you look on the auction website for Alachua, the case number is right here, which we also call the tax deed number. All the counties go by the tax deed number and use that as their case number. So I'm just going to paste that in, search. Here's the one it found, so you click on it, go to the Documents tab, and these counties we find will routinely name their property information reports something different all the time. I guess it depends on the employee who is uploading the document. So it's really important that you know what you're looking for and you know what they look like. A quick look here on the first page of documents. I know it's not here. I'm going to go to the last page because they upload them in order. So it would be one of the first documents that they uploaded. So I'm going to start here down at the bottom and just look here. And I can tell that this one is probably it. I'm going to open that up. And yes, Alachua County uses Title Express to create their property information reports, and this is it. So I would just download that, and I actually am going to name it the same as the tax deed number so that I know, and I'll put the county in front of it. And here is what it looks like once I've downloaded it. And then you need to know where in the property information report to find the information about any of the liens. So I'm going to scroll here, and under here would be any mortgages that were on the property, but there are none. And then here, you want to be careful because for Alachua County, they put lien holders and other interested parties of record. So this means all of these might not be liens. They might just be an interested party who had submitted a document saying they wanted to be notified of anything that happens with the property. And beside each, like this one is owed to Alachua County, there is the OR means official records. The official record, this is the book page, or the book number and the page number that you want to look for. In a moment, I will show you how to do that. But real quick, I'm going to show you, this is that same property information report after we have done our markups, and we've underlined and circled in red anything that may be a lien. This one we have crossed off. We know it's not a lien because it tells you right here the death certificate. She is deceased, and this document would just be her death certificate, which is not a lien, so we don't even have to bother looking at that one up. So then what we would do is we want to open the official records website for Alachua County and look up these numbers. So we go back to the Alachua County page and go to the official records icon, and we are going to search by book and page number. If you see right here, book, page number, and we just want to grab those. So we're going to look up 3562 and page 751. And here's the result right in here. And if you click on one of these two items, it would just open this record up. So you can click on either one of them. Now, it says you do not have permission to view this image for the record. What this means is there are some documents that they will not put online, usually having to do with child support and death certificates, any probate documents, domestic relations. I can see right here, and that is the reason. So we wouldn't be able to view this document. So I'm just going to go back and we'll look at another one. I'm going to look up this one. It's a judgment owed to Capital City Bank, 4118-2329. I'm going to click here to view the image or the document. And it is a final judgment. What's really important too when you see a final judgment, you want to make sure it's not expired. Because if it is expired, then this judgment, they cannot take any of the surplus. And they expire 10 years after the date that they were filed. And if you look up here, I can see it was filed July 2nd, 2012. So we're still within the 10 years. So yes, this judgment is still due to Capital City Bank, and they could take some of the surplus. And they tell you here how much it is for. A total of $7,137.58, plus also some interest. So this surplus record would have this final judgment against it. But Capital City Bank does have to file a claim. If they do not file a claim within 120 days, then they cannot take the surplus, and it would be due to the property owner.